Hi, welcome to the Midas Trading Systems Market Scanner. The idea of which is to be at the right place at the right time. I developed this indicator after getting tired of monitoring manually a large body of symbols, and so I created something that makes that quite a bit easier, and it makes sure that you are aware when we're having a significant test of support or resistance. So the MTS scanner keeps you informed. Being able to focus on the market at critical junctures and focus elsewhere when it is not is important to both your profitability as well as your enjoyment of life. I know that from experience, if you put too many hours in on the computer, it starts to drain you. And so I mean that literally. It's really nice to know when you need to be present and to spend time with your family and friends when you don't. Let the MTS scanner keep you in sync with a large number of instruments without the need to physically review every chart every day. You will be alerted, and it depends of course on the time frame. I'm using this on a daily time frame. The scanner can actually be used on any time frame, so you can set it to weekly, daily, or any of the lower time frame charts to keep yourself informed. And to the left there, on the bottom left, you see the market analyzer, and there's an alert on CSC, and that's kind of how it appears in the market analyzer window. It will show you in a color, so the cell will be colored. You can also set audible alerts as well. Know when to take action. Knowing how to define your risk and at which points to let your profits run. The scanner will alert you to potential support or resistance zones being tested, and then you can use the Midas indicator itself to help define your risk on a given trade, and having a much more defined approach to determining when a trend is likely ended and wishful thinking has taken over. So you can use it not only to enter a trade, but also to monitor the strength of the trend as you're gauging, if you want to stay in it or consider exiting. It provides alerts for potential trade entries, but it also is helpful in relation to logical initial targets. I like to use a combination of targets as well as a trailing type stop. And if you look to the image to your left here and you look at the lower channel line, you'll see that the first couple of tests, the lower channel line was providing support, and then it went ahead and rallied up, tested the upper channel line, found resistance, sold off, and you can see initially it tested and started moving back higher. It did then break through it, but then it moved all the way back up to those upper, the third, I'm pointing here to the third red arrow. You can see it move from that lower channel line all the way back up to that resistance zone, and then finally it rolled over for a nice extended move down through that support zone. But you can see, having taken part or all of your position off on that first test would have saved you several days worth of a move against your short position. And we'll go into that more inside the members area, but you can see in this case it would have been a nice zone to have at least scaled out of part of your position, and then you could have added back in as we tested that resistance area. So what the scanner is doing for you here, this is a visual representation of the actual alert that the scanner gives you. You're launching the Midas curve, and then you let the scanner take over from there. So if you were to look at a chart with the Midas curve on it, which you will have access to, the points where you see the little triangles, the cyan and then the dark blue triangles, and obviously where the red arrows are pointing to those, you would have been alerted at the end of those days. You can actually also set it up to alert you during the day, depending on your trading style. So end of day is fine for many people. If you're trading more actively, those triangles would have alerted you as soon as price touched those channel lines. So you can scan a large number of symbols with your custom launched Midas curves. You can scan in the time frame that suits your needs, weekly, daily, or shorter time frames, or a combination of the above. Minimize the time you spend by the computer and be aware at critical junctures, otherwise you can relax and enjoy your life. The MTS Market Scanner is $125 for a 6-month market trial, and then $20 a month after if you choose to continue at that point. I think you will choose to continue, as it has been extremely helpful to me to this point. There is a buy button below. Please click it if you are interested, and I will be in touch. Thank you.